Boom. What's up, guys? This is a break room. For those who didn't know or couldn't tell, you feel me? I've been going to the gym for almost a year now. Time has just started going, so
Like last week.
yeah. So we thought it would be really fitting to bring in
It's me.
train.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Oh no, you good? You good?
Jim. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go to Hunter.
Gym trainer and his client.
Yeah.
What's good? What's good?
So what's up with you guys? How you been feeling lately?
Oh man, go ahead first.
I've been good, you know.
All right, just chilling.
Well,
And did you guys just came straight out of working out?
no.
You guys got the matching tees on.
Yeah, you know, gotta represent.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta put
That's
the
a fact.
brand out there, you know what I mean? But nah, I've been working out morning, but good, feeling good. We're getting ready for the new year, you know what I'm saying?
Word. I get you two have a pretty cordial relationship on and off the court, so to speak.
Yes, sir.
How'd that come about? How'd you guys get in contact?
He actually
Yeah.
dates my cousin.
Really?
Yeah, my cousin, my first cousin, which is like basically my sister in a way. They're together and we met through there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ever since it's
So pretty
been-
close.
Basically,
Yeah, we're basically.
I see him more than I want to, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Word.
So to start things off, kind of basically, like, where did the love of fitness come from?
For me,
And where did it all start?
Oh man, I can take you back. So, I'm not gonna get long-winded, but I want to say around like the age of 10 when I first like got into fitness because of sports. I mean, I've been playing sports my whole life. My dad got me my first weight set, threw me in the garage, like, yo, let's go work out, because he didn't want to, because I was running around the house the whole time. Got me weights, and after that, I saw people on TV with muscles. I'm like, yo, I want muscles. You feel me? Like,
Are you dead ass?
that serious, bro. Like it was that serious. You know, like,
Was it like wrestling, like WWE?
bro, literally, it was that. Like, you see people coming down a ramp with fucking no necks. Well, my fault. I mean.
Nah, you can curse.
Yeah.
But like they're traps, and I'm like, yo, that look dope. They're athletic, they're muscular. Like, I want to be like that. And then it just went from there. Like, it was really like that little spark plug I needed.
So like, how long would you say exactly? Like about
Word.
I've been training
10 plus?
10 plus years now, bro. Like, but like on a serious note, I've been training seriously for like the last 5 years. The first half was like just learning what fitness was.
Wow, just learning?
Yeah, like, cause
5 years just
Oh, it's
learning?
a lot.
I tell people all the time, like, fitness is like,
An art?
it's basically an art, because you have to understand like the intricacies of like what it really is from a science level. Because when you figure that out, it makes working out that much easier.
Yeah, and you have a bachelor's in science, right?
Yeah, so like,
How long did you go to school for?
I was in school 5 years. I graduated. Well, I'll make a year coming up. So I graduated a year ago. So yeah.
Damn, that's dedication.
Exercise science.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Exercise
congrats.
science specifically. Yeah.
And well, Thomas kind of stole my question. I was gonna ask both of you what pushed you into getting to work out in the first place. When do you feel like it really clicked for you, or do you feel like there was an exact point where you're like, this is for me, this is what I want to do
I mean,
specifically?
I'll let you go first, because mine.
Nah. Go ahead.
All right. For me, it was. This is gonna sound funny, because
Yeah.
I think this happens for a lot of people. It was high school. For me, I walked into high school 4'11", 99 pounds, bro.
That's crazy.
So like, when I got to high school, everybody had beards, everybody had mustaches. I looked like a baby. Like, they used to ask me, yo, are you from the middle school? I'm like, nah, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
like, from that, I'm like, yo, I gotta put some size on. Then I'm already playing sports. I was playing varsity on baseball as a freshman in the summer, so I'm like, yo, I gotta put on size, right? And then, but going to school and seeing that even the girls are bigger than me, I'm like, all right, something gotta give, bro. Like, something
Word.
gotta give. So freshman year of high school, we had 5 a.m. lifts for baseball. Granted, I was a freshman, so I wasn't invited, but I snuck in anyway.
You snuck in?
I snuck in.
Damn.
And it pissed my coach off so much that he put me through like the hardest workout ever.
What was it? Do you remember? Was it that bad?
Yo, the first thing he had me do, I couldn't do pull-ups, right? He knew this. Like, I couldn't move my own body, right? He put me on a pull-up bar. He's like, you got 10 by 10 on pull-ups. I'm like, easy. I'm talking, but I knew I couldn't do it, right? Second set, I started gushing blood out my nose.
Oh.
Instead of him saying, oh my God, you're right, he's like, go home. This is the reason why we don't have freshmen here. It was that simple.
Cold.
I was just about to say that.
He's like, go home. This is why we don't have freshmen here. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I had to walk to school with a bloody nose. This is when Lower was by Burger King. I walked from Edison High School, walked over, and I'm like, yo, bro, I just got bitched in front of the whole baseball team. Like, this is crazy. But ever since that day, I was like, all right, nobody's ever gonna kick me out of the weight room ever again. And since that day, I've been going strong.
To a weight room?
Yeah.
Damn. It's a lifestyle.
Yo, bro, if you were just able to like pop up that picture of you in high school,
I got you. Hold on.
We'll actually probably put that in the video.
Send it to me.
bro, he was like,
I'm gonna show y'all the video now because we're all together. Because I want to see y'all live reaction to how small I actually was. Bro.
Yeah, where
yeah, but
Because this shit is
it's crazy because you like
Wait, live reaction?
like
Is that crazy?
6'3" type shit.
no, it's just like it's a small like clip.
It's a small clip.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's me right there, bro.
Try to zoom in, maybe.
I don't know if it can load up.
No way.
In
It
the
don't
white-
even need to load up.
In the white?
That's me in the white right there, bro. That janitor is 4'11", bro.
That's nuts.
That's crazy, right?
That's nuts.
Mind you,
Fucking growth.
like
Growth
it's
spurts are
crazy. Like
crazy.
every girl was bigger than me in high school. Like that shit, it's crazy to me.
And do you feel like it was particularly the weight training that did that, or
Granted, my growth came from just genetics, but
course.
like at the time when you're small, you don't think, yo, I'm gonna be big. You just
Hell no.
know, like, yo, I'm gonna put in enough work so that I'm big enough, right? The genetics just helped out because I was already athletic. I already had a decent musculature, and then when I started to work out, it just all clicked at once. So yeah,
The perfect combo. Fuck.
that's interesting because when I started going, like, I could relate to having always felt like not smaller than everybody, but kind of weak in a sense.
yeah.
And then when I started working out and whatnot, I felt like things started to click for me. Like I was like, damn, I might really just be strong. You feel me? I might just be that nigga.
I think for me it was more so of like the fact that I was always curious as to how I would look
That's a big one.
as a bit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I was for like majority of like like I'm tall, so it's like, and I was always skinny, so I was like, what if I was tall and like a little bit more with more weight?
You
on
had
me?
like an aha moment? You were like, wait, I'm tall,
So
skinny.
because I'm gonna be honest with you,
What
I
if I'm
was
tall and muscular?
yeah, I got mad curious. So it was like for me, it wasn't like I'm gonna be honest with you, I never came from an athletic background.
Mm-hmm.
I played sports like here and there. Yeah, I used to play like soccer when I was like what?
Or Blue Park, like Matt.
Yeah, like
little
mad
shit.
long, or like I played ball like in high school for like the freshman team, but I was never like in a part of like an athletic background. So it's like my parents weren't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I never had that like that. You know, it's like you come from an athletic background. So
Everybody
it's like,
in my family plays some type of sports.
exactly. So it's like it comes from out of my experience. I just came out of like curiosity, you know, and most of the times girls be like, oh, you know, why don't you like get big? Like, so I'm like, I don't look good already though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you would, you know, got some
Word.
more weight. So I was
Word.
like, all right. So then, yeah.
When did you start? I think you started like the same time as me around, right?
I started. He
Ooh.
actually
I could tell you.
yeah, because I went to him straight. I went straight to him.
Because
Oh, okay.
we were at his crib one day, and we're in the backyard,
Yes.
and we're chilling. Me, him, and my brother, we just chilling in the backyard. And after we were about to leave, he's like, "Yo, I want to start training." But at the time, I'm like, "I'm not taking Osmo serious." He's joking around. Like,
Word.
"I'm not serious."
Yeah,
But
I was,
this is the first time I see him like dead serious, and it's like, "Yo, Milt, I really want to start training." I was like, "I bet tomorrow." Literally that next day, we got to work in his backyard. We had 15-pound dumbbells.
yo, that day
Yo,
was.
but I'm gonna tell you,
That day
that
was-
first day was something.
I'm
Because
about to yak, bro.
off of just
got me regurgitating.
we did like 4 exercises, but I could see he wanted to do it, so I'm like, I bet I'm gonna take it more seriously. I wanted to see like how far I could take him before he said, "Nah, I'm not doing it." But he never quit, so I'm like, I bet, let's do it. And then we just kept going.
I and you know I never quit because I never wanted to be like a little punk. I ain't gonna lie, because I knew if I would have been like, "All right, bro, stop, yo, chill," then that would be like
Word. He
the
would have been like,
never-ending
"Alright,
joke,
bro."
the never-ending joke, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's like he'd be putting me like through these crazy ass exercises, bro. He had me lunging from like house, and he'd be like doing, and I'd be like, "All right, bro," but like I would say, "All right, bro," like in my head, but in front of him, I'd be like, mad serious.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? So fucking.
Yo, he has no big deal.
Huh?
He has no big deal.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
like, yeah, I got this, bro. Like, yeah, I want to, you know, but the inside, I was crying, bro.
And question that leads into a question, actually.
Okay.
Y'all both have felt like, you know, those lazy days type shit. Like you didn't feel like you didn't feel like you wanted to keep going.
I just had that like for 2 months. Recently, I just started going back to the gym like a week ago, bro. I had that for 2 months straight.
And you, of course, too, right?
So for me, it's like I'm a creature of habit, right? And
Yeah.
I think as humans we are. But like
course.
for me, my biggest downfall in fitness has always been my ability to be inconsistent when I really want to.
Yeah.
Because you had those days where you roll over and it's like, you know what, bro? One day it's not gonna kill me, right?
Where
One day turns into two turns into three. You go into this spurt, right? So I made this rule for myself. You got 2 days to get over it. After that, you gotta get back to work.
word.
Because granted, you need rest. Your body needs to recover. You need to mentally like get it out that certain space of like, let me go hard. But 2 days, then get over it. Because after that, somebody else is working hard enough to be in a spot that you want to be in. So you gotta go do it. Even if you don't want to, even if you're sick, you're not feeling it, do something. Like recently, I had a sinus infection, so I couldn't really breathe, right?
Right.
But like I didn't feel like working out because when you start lifting heavy weight, you start breathing a certain way. But I'm like, you know what? I gotta park by my crib. I'm gonna go walk.
Yeah.
Something is to keep me active, right? So it's like 2 days, get over it. After that, if you don't get over it, you gotta figure out a way to like put yourself back in the role.
Right.
So yeah,
And that's like a crazy big mental barrier for some people.
Yeah, it's
Because it was a
hard.
mental barrier for me,
Yeah.
it's
2 days.
hard.
That's a good rule.
bro. That shit is like, it could like really, you could want it, but like it's like sometimes like your body won't let you. It's
at
like,
all.
because like your comfortability is like,
We're as people, we're comfortable with being lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the easy way.
It's easy because like you don't have to do anything. To be
Yeah.
lazy,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just chill out.
and procrastination is like,
Oh man,
Yeah.
it
That's
gets to
like-
you.
It's what we're built off.
I
You
know,
feel
right?
me? It's funny that you brought up how we're creatures of habit, because I'm actually in the midst of like a 21-day fast from, hanging out with friends, unproductively.
Yeah, I got you.
More so. Hanging out with friends, smoking and whatnot,
Yeah,
because they say that it takes 21 days to make or break a habit.
yeah,
really.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Does that apply to like, do people who like go to rehab and stuff like that? Like that, is that like a thing they do too?
Yeah.
It does
That's
apply
It does apply to
because 21 days is 3 weeks, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're doing something straight for 3 weeks, by that point, you have enough clarity to be like, I want to keep doing this or I
Yeah.
don't want to keep doing it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring that up, but I also wanted to ask another question, being that it's easy to say that you learn stuff from working with Milton and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
But do you, Milt, feel like there's things that you've learned from teaching?
Oh, of course, bro. The biggest thing I've ever learned is working with different people in different headspaces. Because, like, for instance, all my clients vary from age, personality, all that, right? So you can't treat one client how you treat the next client, right? For him, for instance, we're cool. We go out, we hang, we chill. Like, we vibe on some regular stuff. So, like, for him, I could get on him because it's out of love. He knows I'm not trying to be malicious.
Yeah.
But like a brand new client I get that's a sweetheart that has never been yelled at, I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? I
Word.
can't get on them because they're like, oh my God, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't mind the crazy label because it's like, that's who I am.
Yeah.
This is my passion. But it's like, it's dealing with different personalities and learning how to be empathetic in a situation where it's like, working out is scary for people.
Yeah.
Fitness is scary for people. Changing your lifestyle scares people like shitless. You know what I'm saying? Like, waking up one day thinking, yo, this is my first day with my trainer. This is a new journey I'm getting on. It's like doing anything brand new for the first time. You're scared.
Yeah.
So it's like when that person walks through the door, you have to tell yourself, yo, take a few minutes to understand who they are and why they're here.
Right.
Once you learn that, it changes the whole perspective of training. Because me and all my clients are like this now. They'll call me and they text me, yo, what can I do? And I'm like, yo, I get it, we're cool, but like relax a little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we're at that point where we're so comfortable. It's like they feel like I'm a part of their life forever, and that's the biggest part of being about a trainer and a teacher. Is like you have to put your personality into your clients so that you get enough feedback so that everybody wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
If you do it on like a, what can I say? If you do it like on a kind of like a service type of thing where
It's
you
never
don't,
you'll never
you won't feel it.
you'll never grow as a coach.
Yeah, because, like, the business, it could be a struggle trying to make the business side of things organic, but
Yeah.
that's what everybody that runs a business goal, you know? You want to make it feel like it's natural. You want to make it feel like it's your cousin that you're working out with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really important.
Do you think you try to input that in, like, not input that, but like, would you think you try to like make your clients feel like they're, you know, not just, they're more than a client? You try to make them feel like they're your number one priority to make them get to their goal?
I try to accommodate to all my clients, no matter what the situation is. Granted, you're going to have some disaster clients where it's like they take full advantage of you trying to make sure they reach their goals. Because people are like that. You're nice to somebody, they take too much. But
Definitely.
like, for certain clients, like I have 2 clients, my 6 a.m. girls, right? I'm not going to say their names. Love them to death. You know why? Because I train them. They go hard. Granted, there's mornings where we're all 3 of us, we're just not in the mood to like be in that gym atmosphere, right? But as my job as their coach and as their friend is to push them to that next level, right?
Right.
One of them has a child, right? And granted, sometimes it's hard to find people to watch your kids. What I'll do, while y'all working out, I'm going to walk around with him. Like, I literally carry the baby while they're training.
Wow.
Keep him just interactive. I'm throwing Coco Melon on the screen in the gym. And I'm while I'm training them, make sure they're right. I'm making sure he's right. So it's like I'm trying to build a family atmosphere. So it's like, Milk is a dope ass person.
Definitely.
Not a coach. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I could go to him for whatever. Because when you build that, it's like, I'm just keep going back to Milk. I don't gotta go to this trainer down the street because he has this cool.
I like those LA fitness trainers. Like the ones like that you can tell they're like been trained.
I cannot mess with LA fitness trainers. Niggas just be trying to take my money for real.
Not even money, They be trying to recruit trainers like
too hard.
This is gonna sound funny, but I think I equivalent LA fitness to like in the workout aspect as like Forex for everybody else. Like the way they recruit, bro. Top.
That's funny.
tier.
Like gorilla. Like
the way they recruit is crazy. Like I got called one day. It was a dude from Clark. This is so and so from Clark LA Fitness. I heard you a trainer. You should pull up and come train with us. What
That's funny.
Like, how'd you get my number, bro? I was on Indeed. I'm like, who's my number, bro? Like, it's crazy.
I kid you not. One day I was at the gym just doing presses by myself. My headphones on, feel me, listening to Benny.
Yeah,
Benny the Butcher.
Griselda.
And then a nigga walks up right behind me. I see him in the mirror. He's like,
watching your set. Yeah.
He's like, how much you doing, bro? It's right there. You feel me? Like, I'm holding the shit. And he's like, but do you want to do more than that?
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
I'm gonna give you one of these sales pitch, right? They'll see you. They'll be like, all right, bet. I'm gonna go get him, right? They'll see you 30 minutes before you even see them.
Yeah.
Because they're spying them in the gym, right?
Word.
Top. They're walking around and talking to girls, catching the side eye, looking at you. They catch you in the most vulnerable spot. You'll be shaking in the middle of a set, or like you'll be in your zone. My man, I see you working out hard, right? I could get you to that next level. And you be like, bro, get out my face. Right? But then you're like, let me be peaceful. Let me hear what you gotta say. Whatever you want to do, I can do. What kills me with them, they all train out the same pamphlet. So how you gonna get me to the next level?
Word.
When you doing the same thing.
I'll be seeing them with a little booklet. Like,
all
right, what's the next thing?
It's literally a handbook of exercises. And I'm like, you're never gonna get clients to excel off of doing shit from a handbook. Like, it never works like that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do box gyms. Like,
You told me one time we were working out. You told me something like that.
like,
I told you, I was like, why does he have a booklet? He was like, bro, he got so mad.
I got tight.
He got so mad. That was like, that's how that day I knew he was like super serious into this, like, because he was like, hey, she ain't never gonna get to the body she want. You need to come with me.
But that's why I don't mess with box gyms, because it's too corporate. They keep everybody in. Their goal is money. Their goal is not changing lives.
It's not organic.
It's let me get as much money out this person as possible for the next person before I can get the next dummy. Basically, that's all it is.
Right.
So yeah.
Do you feel like you've worked with straight up annoying clients before?
I like this jacket real quick.
Thank you.
I said the same thing.
I saw the little man.
You feel me? Some Nike go up shit.
I like that.
I'm how do I answer this without?
What was the question?
Nah, whatever you say that you don't like, we can cut out.
Nah, you don't gotta cut it out. I keep it raw.
Wait, what was the question?
Have you ever had some straight up annoying clients?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
I'm a straight shooter, even when it comes to my clients. Right, I don't sugarcoat. I don't lie. You can ask him. I don't bite my tongue. So it's like, I've had clients in the past where I've had a bottle girl actually from Lobby. I'm not gonna say her name. We still cool to this day, but she came in, right? She paid me for a 20 pack, which is expensive. To let everybody know, this is an expensive package to pay for 20 sessions out of a month, right?
Right.
And I'm like, yo, we locked in. I got her program all set out. I took like 3 days to write her program because she wants to do like XYZ. She's going to Dubai, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, I bet, let's do this, right? Yo, first day she comes in. I got her doing a warm-up, just like a basic assessment so I could see her mobility.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
What?
I don't have to do this. I already look good. Why are you here? Like,
Word.
like, but then I had to bite my tongue. Like, you know what? I got to get past this point to see who she really is, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like, you say you want the body that you want. We got 3 months to get you to that body. Let's do something. I can't get you to exact look like you want to, but I'm going to get you somewhere, right? Yo, 35 minutes complaining, right? I got a 10-minute rule with myself. Like, after 10 minutes, I block you out. Like, I can't do it no more, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, bro, you're not here to work out. You're here. You want me to be a therapist. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk. I'm not going to sit here and waste your time, waste my time. Let's talk, right?
Word.
Yo, every movement I had her doing, bro, why do I have to, the girls on Instagram don't do this? I'm like,
Yes, they do.
yo, but like,
Some.
I'm very
Right.
quick to bash influencers, and I know I have to stop because it seems like I'm hating, but it's like they really don't know what the hell they be talking about sometimes.
Right.
She showed me this video of this girl on a Stairmaster doing she had a she had a booty band on, right? She's like, look, I want to do this. I'm like, shorty, what she's doing is for clicks. That's
Right.
not a real workout. But look at her butt. I'm like, she paid for that.
Right.
I'm like, you scroll down her Instagram, she didn't look like that last year.
And that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to show her butt.
You know what I'm saying? So literally, this is how our first session ended. I was like, listen, I'm gonna give you your bread back. Take that and go find a surgeon to help you look like you want to look like.
Oh.
You don't like fitness, and that's cool with me, right? I'm here to help and facilitate the people that really want to change. You want to look like somebody on Instagram for clicks, and I could do that if you give me time.
Yeah.
But you're not here for that. You here because you think, yo, she looked like that because she did this exercise on a Stairmaster. That's not why you're here. You're not going to do that. This is not this type of establishment. For me, coaching is like, it's important to really build upon what you have. And when I get annoying clients, I'm like, listen, you don't really want to be here. And that's cool because I can't help everybody. You got to be real with yourself. You can't help everybody. So when I get annoying clients, I'm like, I keep it. After the first few sessions, I tell them, yo, we could keep doing this, or I give them an ultimatum. Either you lock in and get serious,
Or you lock out and get out.
it's that simple, bro. That simple.
Yo, actually, hold on. To touch up on that, how you just said, no, because he said in the beginning, you said that how, you were like giving her like certain exercises just to see her mobility, what she's capable to do. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that until I started actually really training with him. Because at first, when he started training me, he had me doing something. Like, so I was really mad. I was like, this is some bullshit. So I was like, but those like little things are like key.
Very important. It's the small
They're like,
things.
like,
Super.
bro, you know how they say everything is in the detail?
Yeah.
Like, details like key, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, everything. Like, it's the smallest things in fitness.
Like, for instance, he has very tight hips, right? They're not as bad as they used to be.
Oh, shit.
But, no, seriously, like that,
Yeah, no.
because a lot of us don't understand mobility comes from a joint aspect. It's not like, yo, I could squat, I could jump, it comes from your joints. That's why people who are really healthy at older ages have really good joints because they take care of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
For him, for so long, he got tall and he put on a lot of weight at a certain time. Like, he put on muscle really fast.
He had me on a diet for like, what?
Like, what, 2-3
Since
months?
I had it for like, I started in January, bro. It was like 6 meals a day.
Yeah.
I had like, how many calories was it?
It was almost damn near 3,500 calories.
500 calories.
So when I first started working on him, I was like $160, $170, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what are you at?
2 last time I checked, I was like 211 around there.
So
212.
a year. he's
Damn, that's pretty big
Exactly.
difference.
Nice.
put- So it was like he put on so much mass at once. His body had to catch up. It's like when you hit a growth spurt and you don't know how to use your body, you just walking around looking like flimsy.
Yeah.
So for him, it was like his hips got really tight really fast. So the other day, he came in the gym and
Bro, he's like trying to like.
I'm literally trying to get him to relax because we were going through this hip movement exercise. And like he's like, yo, he's screaming. I'm like, yo, relax, bro.
He was like, he had me in a position. I had my leg like on the like. It was weird because I had this one up and the other one was like on the.
Pause. That sounds crazy.
Basically, he was trying to like push it. It's like kind of like
so
like
it's
a box.
what I am doing is called a 90-90 hip switch. So basically, you going from 90 degrees to 90 degrees in opposite direction, trying to open your hips up, right? He couldn't move his hips. And I'm sitting there, I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, you
He was actually laughing the whole time. He was like,
because it's funny to me because he wasn't that bad before, but it's like you don't pay attention to small stuff like that. It hinders you in the long run.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
You were worse. You were worse than that before.
was I? I don't remember. Oh yeah. Nah, yeah.
Was I?
Yeah, bro.
He's one of my success projects.
Nice.
Like that. He's one of my
Bro, he
success
actually,
projects.
going back to that diet thing, man. That was like super like crazy. Like those 6 meals a day.
It takes a toll,
No
bro.
fucking
It
joke,
takes a toll
yo.
on you, bro.
You weren't the big eater type before that?
I was, but the thing was though, I was the type where obviously I had a shit diet
Yeah.
way before I started. You know
I
what I'm
get
saying? So I would like not eat breakfast or like not eat for the whole day and then be like, oh shit, I gotta eat, and then order like a big ass meal of Chinese pasta, Chinese food, like Domino's, like, and then I'd be like, all right, then I ate. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But this 6 meals a day was like, wake up to like you're gonna go like the last hour you're gonna go to sleep just eating. It was like it was hard at first. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I think I used to tell you it was like
he
super.
used to tell me, yo, Mil, I can't do this, bro. Like I'm full already.
Like, I
Bro.
can't.
Keep eating.
You have to like
Yo.
actually force it down like at some point. But after a while, you get used to it. Like,
Yeah,
you start
because you get accustomed to the.
Cutting and gaining habits.
Yeah,
bro,
that's what it is.
You know what's crazy? That's
I
actually
like how that.
You
know
feel
what I'm
me?
saying?
It works.
Nah, but actually, yo, touching upon that, now it's actually affecting me in a way that's like not negative, but like I was on that diet for so long, like about 6 months, that like now I'm trying to get off of it,
You can't.
and I can't, bro. Like I was
It's normal to you. It's a lifestyle.
Bro, I tell my girlfriend all the time we're eating. She's like, "You don't want to order the pancakes?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to order the pancakes." She used to order it. She used to order it. I'm like, but I don't want to. 'Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like the overeating is like I'll eat something, and then an hour later I want to eat again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that comes from that time period I was doing that, and I was just like, this is not okay. Like this is not okay. She's like, why don't you just like drink water and chew gum? I was like, no, no.
It's crazy.
That is well, first I wanted to make a comment about the mobility stuff you were talking about.
Yeah.
I actually always thought, especially when I started working out more, how great of a concept it is that, yo, we may not even be able to dance one day, say like we're too stiff or something.
Yep.
If we want to teach ourselves how to dance, how to be more smooth with it, we can. I find that so amazing.
It's crazy.
It's crazy as hell. Like
Right, like the mental barrier. If you think about it, like you
yeah,
can achieve something if you actually like
And-
want it and
like it's a mental barrier because we're telling ourselves, all right, we can't do this. We get used to saying that. You feel me? And you know, obviously, it's also a physical barrier because we really can't do it. But it's all about the state of mind.
Yeah,
it really is all about the state of mind.
Definitely.
If you tell yourself you can't do something, you're never gonna be able to do something.
At all.
Yeah, and I was also gonna say, like, where did you learn that from? Like from school?
What?
Like just like knowing that, just being able to move for a very long time is in the joints.
So, the first time I got put onto mobility really wasn't in school, which is crazy. Because literally, that's like we learned that type of stuff in class, but it was from an athletic trainer. Because my senior year of high school, I broke my pelvis, right? So, I'm thinking I'm done. Like I'm never gonna be able to play sports again. Because that's only something like older people do. You don't break your pelvis at 16. Like,
Word.
and the crazy thing, it happened because the muscle wrapped around the bone and popped. Nobody touched me. Like I was running, I stepped really hard and just bow. I heard it. I was like, oh damn. Our athletic trainer Elizabeth Frank, my guy, bro. Like to this day, I love that guy because he's like another person. He's a straight shooter. Like he tells you like what's what, If you suck, you suck. If you don't, he'll tell you, like, it is what it is.
Right.
He told me, like, yo, you're never going to get healthy unless you learn how to make your, like, open your hips up. Like, the only reason you keep getting hurt in that area of your body because your hips are terrible. I mean, what you mean, Frank? I do all types of stretches. He's like, no, you don't do mobility work. You stretch, but you don't do mobility work. And I'm like, what's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
He broke it down to me. It took him like an hour to really, for me to really, like, get it. Because I'm 16. I'm worried about playing. I'm not worried about, I don't want to
All that
do
other shit.
Yeah.
You're also worried about getting like big too, like
I'm just trying to
muscle.
I'm just trying to get back on the field. I'm not trying to hear that, but it's like you got to hear this to get back on the field. My season was done. Like I wasn't supposed to play football no more in high school. An injury that takes about 9 months to recover from like just a bone healing, the muscle growing back to where it needs to be, everything takes about 9 months for that to heal. I got back on the field in 2 months.
Nice.
Damn.
And at first, I was petrified because I'm like, yo, bro, I'm going to get hurt again. Like, that was my first. I'm like, I'm going to get hurt again because, like, I know me. I know my luck. I'm going to get hurt again. But every day I did the mobility work he showed me because I had pulled my groins, like, 4 times in the summer prior to even breaking my pelvis.
To max.
It's crazy because, like, literally every time, I feel like every time I would run, I would pull my groin. So that was a lead up to that happening. He was like, yo, you got to do preventative work with your mobility so that never happens again. Literally, I did everything he told me, and I looked up more stuff. I got hit my first game, and I felt the pain because it's like I haven't been hit in almost 2 months.
Yeah.
But, like, I got up, I'm like, yo, I'm good. I'm like, I feel good.
You like, oh.
Yeah, man, I'm straight. I'm straight. But it was like, I'm like, yo, that really worked. Like, what he told me really worked. So I took that, what he told me, with my young brain. And then when I got to school, everything clicked because now I'm reading the science behind why you got to do mobility work and then stretch and then do dynamic warm-ups and, like, static warm-ups. Like, I learned all of that, and it was like, yo, I'm going to really do this. Like,
what's the static? Is that the one where you remember when we start like bench pressing?
Yeah, so
and you'd be like, nah, don't hop on them weights yet.
Yeah, so
like the other ones
basically this is what it is. So a static warm up is anything that you do in a stagnant position. Like if you're touching your toes, like just reaching out, that's static. But if you're touching your toes and you're walking like a Frankenstein walk, that's a dynamic warm up. So anything that you do sitting still is static because you're not moving. All you're doing is stretching the muscle, which is not good before a workout because there's no blood in your muscle. Like you want to do dynamic movements to get the blood flowing through the body. Then you want to go like, as I always tell him, when you're warming up for like a set, whether you're benching, you're squatting, you want to move the weight. Like, so you'll go like the bar, then like if you go 25 or a plate, you want to gradually build up so that your body is priming itself for that movement rather than just stretching and sitting in a stagnant position. So that's all it really is.
Yeah, when we used to work out in LA, like one time I was, we were going to the bench press. And I'm like, all right, bro. And I would start putting the 45s. And he's like, no, what you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, no, we're not doing that. I'm like, takes off. Then he's like, has me lifting just the bar. And I'm like, fuck.
Very important.
I'm bigger than this, bro. What you trying to make me do, bro? So I'm like, and he's like, bro, you gotta. And he broke it down to me. He's like, no, you gotta like you gotta get the blood flowing. You gotta get the blood pumping. Cause it's like super essential as to your next lifts. And like, I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. So he's like, you said one time you were like, you think it's 4 sets, but it's not 4 sets. Nah. It's 8 because you gotta do your first warm up, and then you got your 4 that are like you're lifting. Like that's like where you're going in. I didn't know that.
That's what people get confused about working out. So it's like, if y'all want, I'll touch on that real quick. So definitely. When you're doing,
this is mad interesting.
Yeah.
So
it's like a lot. It's like he's
a Bachelor of Science.
Exactly.
So when you're working out, right? You initially think like if you like get a program, right, and it says you have 4 sets of like X amount of reps, you think, yo, I'm gonna do 4 sets of X amount of reps. It's like, no, you're gonna come in, you're gonna warm up, you're gonna do like 3 warm up sets to get the muscle actually activated. Then you're gonna do 4 actual. So you wind up doing like 7-8 sets of a movement to start, right? That's just the first movement. After that, you can do like 3 sets. But the first movement you do is like 7-8 sets because you're priming that muscle and those like antagonistic muscles, so the muscles that help move like that muscle in the area for the next movements of the day. For instance, bench press. We'll go in, like the last time we did chest together was a long ass time ago. Not gonna lie to you, but we did like 9 sets of bench press. And he's like, bro, how many sets we got left? I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I would quit.
Them shit was hitting, boy.
Like my goal is to have that muscle, that primary muscle for the day, so activated that when you go do the rest of the movements, you don't gotta think about, yo, I gotta squeeze my chest. It's like, my chest is on fire already. So it's like, I'm just pushing blood into the muscle. That's all it is. So it's dope how working out is, because it's like I said, once you learn the science, it becomes so much easier because you can play with certain stuff, and once you know your body,
It's a wrap.
you take it to the next level.
Right.
So that's all it is, man.
And very interesting question for the both of you, actually.
Yeah.
Obviously, it goes without saying how much working out does for your confidence, being fit does for your confidence.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like being fit has led you to explore any different ventures in life? Like for you, Asmel, personally, and yeah.
Like, remember we were talking about this in the last topic.
Yeah.
What was it?
Mental.
Health?
Yeah, bro. That shit is like super duper. Like,
Important?
bro, fitness like makes you leap to that, makes you like jump to like this other realm.
It all connects.
Yeah, bro. Like, your life just starts feeling 10 times better, bro. You wake up and you're like ready to go. You don't even have to think about what you're gonna do. You already know. Like, it's like the way your life is like already. Fitness makes you, puts you in this like, you know, time that's like you feel like you're in control.
The world is yours.
Yeah, like,
Type
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Like, you have everything under control. That's, and like your mood is just always, at least for me, and during that time when I was like heavy on like, when I was like on that strict, you know, plan with him and actually like working out and stuff like that, it was super duper like, you just feel like on a whole different other level.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that little part, and like that would like, going back to your question, it was like, did I get to experience and like get to touch upon like a new type of?
Yeah. Did it allow you to be like, oh, I could do this or I could do that? You feel me?
Definitely, yeah. I can't tell you exactly, but like you definitely have like that, you know, even if like you feel like you don't have the confidence in the confidence to do it, you still have like that.
Yeah.
I'ma still do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
We're all still young. We're all still exploring.
Yeah, you still get
feel
that
me?
like that toughness to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got this.
Right.
You know. Yeah.
Because I saw you was about to say some hot shit.
Nah, I'm just thinking, bro. My brain is just like constantly on fire. But go ahead.
Word. Like an example for me, actually, before I started at the gym, what I was gonna do was I'm gonna get fit, and then I always wanted to do martial arts.
Okay.
Oh,
You feel
really?
me? So I said I'm gonna do Taekwondo. That's what I wanted to start with, because Taekwondo, of all the martial arts, all of them have to do with heavy training and whatnot. But
Yeah.
in Taekwondo, you got to be able to kick somebody in the fucking face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to stretch. You got to do all that shit.
You gotta have some pop behind the punches and kicks. Too.
Yeah.
Gotta be something there.
And that was one thing for me. Of the many, of course, you know. Like, I just got a new belt last week.
Oh, word?
You feel me? So we upgrading.
I say
we working.
What you got?
Oh, it's just white eye.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not gonna sell myself short. That's
Constant
white.
progress. Constant progress.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
But for me, right, you said, did it help me get into any other ventures? My whole life, I was like, yo, fitness, right?
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, as I've learned more about just being an entrepreneur and not just like a trainer or a coach, right? It's, there's other avenues that having your life organized can take you. Like, for me personally, within the next year, I've told most people in my circle, I want to have my own facility, right? That's my, like, since I was a kid, I've always wanted to have a spot, something is mine, right? Because, not to get all deep and like sentimental, but being from Elizabeth, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't strive to have their own stuff. It's like, I'm gonna go do X, Y, Z because so-and-so's doing it. For me, I've always been lucky enough to be the kid where it's like, I could go do that, that's cool, but I'm gonna be over here chilling. For me, I'm gonna go be working on my own stuff. Like, I remember, like, I think like age 13, I had drew out a facility, like how I wanted everything to look. It's crazy to think about because I used to like build actual like gyms and like football stadiums and stuff.
It's nuts.
It's crazy. It's crazy how life comes full circle sometimes. But for me, like, growing as an entrepreneur and growing as a businessman, growing to understand like, you can do more outside of fitness because of fitness. Like, this doesn't have to be your only avenue of income or your only avenue of happiness. Like, I want to have my own facility because I've always been into like clean eating and like I love juice. Like I love type of like fruit juices or smoothies and stuff. I want to have my own fruit juice spot. And then
Wow.
another
Pretty,
thing,
that's fire.
it's crazy, right? And another thing,
like
I've
those
been
nutrition spot hubs, like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
like, but, like,
small spots, like.
I want everything to be like an all-in-one shop. You come for if you want to rock out and support the apparel, come buy a t-shirt, come buy a hoodie, come buy some sweatpants. If you want to go get a clean meal, some juice, come to the spot. If you and another thing, like I haven't said this out loud enough, but I feel like I need to start speaking about it because I need to gain like some traction just a little bit.
Definitely.
For men, what's one thing that I may not get this, but cosmetics, right? We don't get that marketed towards us at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely get that.
You know what I'm saying? We don't get it.
Bro.
Like, and for me, I've had waves my whole life, right? And like, it's crazy that I gotta go on these crazy searches for like different shampoos, oils, all types of stuff to put in my hair. And it's like, yo, why not just take that time to invest and like figure out a cosmetic line for men? We don't get stuff marketed towards us.
That's fire.
That's beautiful thinking.
Yeah,
It's because-
it's really outside the box.
It's because I think about all the time. Everything I have from like a facial cleanser to hair, it's all women's products. Granted, I love it. They smell good. They do the job. But it's like, why not have a line dedicated towards men? And it's like not to knock women and women's cosmetics, but it's like women have breached gaps in other fields, right? I think it's time for men to breach other. Granted, we have a lot of things of our own. But a cosmetic line, it's cool to be clean now. Remember before people like to be dirty, rugged, like.
Oh, you
It was
did
like
your
that manly
nails?
look.
What?
What?
Like, it's like that man.
You got your nails polished, bro? Like, bro, I take care of myself, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So it's like,
sir.
it's cool to be clean. Like, and that's the whole motto of like what I want to push. It's cool to be clean. And you don't have to be like feminine to be clean. It's a cool, you could be masculine and still take care of yourself.
Yeah,
So
like a men's like nail kit or whatever, like to do
You know
your
what I'm
nails
saying?
with a brush.
You've
and,
seen
like,
me, bro. I clip my nails. I file my I feel like men should have the open space to say, yo, I like being clean.
Right.
Without having to do it because they're doing it for a woman. Do it for yourself.
Yeah.
I
With
ain't gonna lie, I used to do it for women.
Anyway.
But then it carried on to me being like,
Because when you get to a certain age, you get tired of doing stuff for the opposite.
for people
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah, just in general. No, I'm not even gonna say opposite gender because you get up in the morning, you're by yourself, bro. So if you're getting clean for yourself because you want to feel presentable to the world, but you want to feel good about yourself. So
definitely,
that's what fitness has done for me overall.
definitely.
That's great.
But I was gonna say, is another venture your clothing, like D.R.M Performance?
Yeah, so D.R.M Performance in itself is my brand. Like, it's a mantra I go by. Like, it's something I came up with my boys in high school. Like, my two closest, like, they're my brothers, bro. like, we literally, the DR, like, it stands for,
No, they're like
originally,
literally brothers.
it stands for
Determined, relentless,
and
motivated.
right?
Yeah, I did my homework.
I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? But the original concept of the name, it stands for David, Rich, and Milton. Like, those
Oh,
are
really?
those are my brothers. Like,
Wow.
Like, we've been cool since we were, like, babies, right? We made a group chat. Our group chat was literally named DRM because that's our names. We made the group chat, and I think it was 2014, right? And one day we were telling you, why don't we make apparel, bro? We're at high school. This is just high school spitballing. We trying to figure out how to make money, right? Like, why don't we just make apparel and throw our name across something? They were like, we should do that, right? Because it sounds dope. But I'll get into a quick story if y'all don't mind.
Go.
Of course.
So, DRM, I was like, yo, what the hell? Like, I want something with our name on, like, because I like when I tell you, there's a different love I have for my brothers than when it comes to like other people in the world, because like they've been with me through a lot of different stuff, like a lot of different phases in my life, right? From just having a passion and a vision and want to do something to actually making it happen, right? Granted, I've had other people come along, him, my girl, like everybody that's in my circle, they support me 1,000%. Even when I have dumb ideas, yeah, I think you should do it, man. I'm like, I bet, let's do it. But it's like
Like, what is he doing? I don't know, but
he doing something. He's doing something, right? So, actually, we about it almost makes a year. So, like a year ago, me and my brother Rich, we went to Miami, right? And when we went, it was like it was half his birthday, and then like my graduation put into one, right? Because we've been talking about 4 years going on vacation, never did it. Went to Miami, so we linked up with his parents down there, and his parents were like, "If you ever guys get a chance to meet the coolest people in the world, bro, like." So we're sitting at breakfast.
shout out Big Rich.
Shout out Big Rich, shout out Yada, you know what I'm saying? They out
Shout out to
of
Bianchi.
they out in Mexico right now, living their life right now.
That's fire.
Yeah. So we were eating breakfast one day, They're like, yo, when y'all gonna do y'all thing, bro? And I'm like, what you mean? They're like, you want to start a fitness brand, but y'all both want to start. Because we also have, if y'all don't know, Realtor the brand too.
Yeah.
So they're like, when y'all gonna just do it? I'm like, I don't know. Like, we're on vacation. Like, my
Once
brain.
again, mental barrier.
Yeah, like
Word.
me and Rich are
Mental
such overthinkers because we're perfectionists. Like, we want, when we do something, we want it to be pristine and like it has to be perfect, right? We had to break out of that.
Sometimes you gotta just start
Just
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Bro, I told him that
We can
before, too.
relate. We can relate.
So we're sitting at breakfast and like his dad is like, when I tell you the blueprint of entrepreneur making it from like 0 to 100, like his dad is like that blueprint of like, yo, when I looked at somebody for like a confidence boost, I looked to that man because like he's taught me a lot about just being your own person and doing whatever you want to do as far as business goes, right? He was like, yo, if y'all want to do it, y'all know y'all can do it. So y'all too smart not to do it, right? Literally, when we got home from Miami, like we literally didn't even go to sleep. We touched down from Miami and ordered all our trucker hats for Realtor brand, right? The month after that, I was like, yo, I'm in fitness. I have a dope name. I know what it stands for. This is like, I've been living by this like since I really started working out heavy. Let me just go get an LLC, right? It was like, it literally, that's my, like, let me go get an LLC. I woke up one morning in the winter, hit my man's like, yo, can you help me like register for my LLC? He was like, you serious? I'm dead serious. I did it, and like within that week, I had an LLC, I had a logo, I had t-shirts. Like, it was like that, but it taught me like, yo, like, you gotta make moves while you can. So like, that was just that little story about apparel and stuff. So yeah.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
We were actually gonna ask you how you got that. You feel me? How you got the logo itself and whatnot.
The logo itself for this, when I kid you not, like when you know how you have like a vision of how you want something to look, and you just happen to catch, like just happen to see something and it comes across your screen. I'm literally on Google. I'm on I'm on Fiverr looking for like.
Hell, we got our shit on Fiverr.
Looking for all different types of print, right? Because I knew how I want the logo to look very like. I want it to be very pristine. Like, I don't want it to look childish. I want it to, when you see it, it's like, yo, that's a nice ass logo. It's simple, but it's to the point. And I'm on thefont.com. Craziest thing. Literally the first print that's up there, I'm like, yo, that's it. I was like, that's it. I took a piece of paper, I put it against the screen, I traced it out, and I'm like, this is it. I went to the print shop the next day, and I got it done. So it was like, just a matter of like manifesting it in your brain, and when it finally comes to fruition, just making it happen. That's all it is.
Word.
I was gonna ask you, like, probably I'm gonna need the info for your. Who did you go to make the shirts?
So,
Because we're gonna do something like that. Like, we want to do kind of like make clothing, but not merch, like its own entity.
got you.
Yeah.
So for me, being that it's a simple print, I went to it's actually on Westfield Ave. What you call it? I think it's Roselle Park. It's called Too Many Stars. So, funny thing is, Rich's dad gets all his, because he has True MMA. That's his MMA brand. Forever, I've been wearing True MMA, and I'm like, yo, Pops, like, where do I get my stuff printed at? He was like, yo, just go to Too Many Stars. Like, they do everything that you wear. Like, literally, I had their shirt on, asking where I can get my stuff printed at.
Wait a second. True MMA. That's
Big Rich.
wow. That's big.
Huge.
Rich.
Yeah, man. So it was like, he was like, yeah, just go there and get it printed. I'm like, I bet. And literally, got it printed from there. So Too Many Stars, if y'all want to, they're on the gram. Just type in Too Many Stars, it comes right up.
Nah, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely write that
Or
down.
they could, you know, DM them.
Oh, nah, you can't DM him because you.
No, DM you. Like, you know. No, like them DM you,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
they can ask you, like, yo, what's the pay?
Nah, I got
in case
their-
they don't find it.
Yeah.
I got their Instagram.
Oh, okay.
So if whatever you want to do, just email them, set it up, tell them what you want, and they'll knock
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
guys.
Word.
By the way, say it to the camera. T-shirts out. You already know.
Yo,
Go
military,
cop 'em.
military
You
green
already know.
performance t-shirts out.
You already know.
Y'all see how this shit fit in my man right now? Go get you one.
I'm over here. I'm over here squatting 600 on one day.
But nah, not to completely digress.
Yeah.
One thing I came in really wanting to ask you guys about was diets, which we actually touched up on earlier.
Yeah.
When I was in the gym, I learned that it's not even all about lifting. It's not even all about the workout itself. Diets are such a huge part to working out, to getting a better body.
Took me
Everything.
like 2 months to figure that out.
What was it? I mean, what diets? Just tell me
Yeah,
a little
what
about
you-
diets. Yeah.
All right. I'll keep it simple because like I hope nobody's watching this because sometimes it's not in my scope of practice. But but when it comes to diet, it's about knowing your body. That's the biggest thing because for me, I'm an ectomorph, meaning it takes me forever to put weight on. No matter what I do, what I eat, I can look like $1 million and have a shitty ass diet,
Right.
but I'll feel terrible inside. So it's a matter of playing with like the amount of food you eat and what food you consume. Because for him, I knew for a fact if he just ate consistently, he'll put on weight. Cause I was with him, he'll be out all day. Yo, we ain't eat yet. All right, let's go get some food.
Yeah, bro.
And I can eat too. I could go. Like I could eat all day.
Word.
But it was like if you want to like actually.
We were talking about the podcast. He actually asked too. He was like, "The package, you want to get something to eat?" Like,
That's our thing, bro. We'll chill, we'll link, and then we go get food. Like that's our thing because we keep it simple. But when it comes to diets, one is knowing your body, two knowing your goal. Because if you're trying to put on size, the mantra is eat, but it's not. It's not
just eat.
It's eating at the right times. How your body digests food. How do you react to certain foods that you eat? Are you going to the bathroom every time you eat something? Because you gotta understand, people don't understand you're allergic to certain foods.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be like a wild allergic reaction, but your body constantly making you go to the bathroom. That's his allergic reaction because it's like I don't want this in me. Get out.
Wow, I didn't know that actually.
Like, not to go all the way off the deep end, but there's ways to figure out what foods you're allergic to because your body, like, there's certain enzymes that in certain foods that your body just cannot have.
Right.
Like, one thing that I think that's like almost 80% of the population is lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody knows that.
for like half my
People
life,
won't
bro.
know.
My entire life.
I didn't even know.
People do know it.
I know.
Some people just don't care.
Yeah.
But there are people who really just don't understand that, you're lactose. It's not just, my stomach don't like milk. No, bro, you just can't have milk.
Word.
Or like there's people that are allergic to chicken. Like they eat chicken and like they go right to the bathroom. Like, I don't get it. I can't hold food up. Your body just
The
not.
lactose intolerance
Word.
is like super crazy, man. Like, we got Chick-fil-A, like, let me get the cookies and cream milkshake. Like, bro, lactose intolerant as fuck, but you only live once, right?
And I feel like I think y'all talked about this in the last episode. Like, I know there's people who are extremely lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
People who claim to be lactose intolerant are them ones who will eat the most dairy.
Bullshit.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Bro, no, I know, like literally, bro. I'm like literally since
it's
I was a
like-
kid, bro.
What makes me laugh about people that are extremely lactose intolerant, they do it in places where they can't go to the bathroom. That's what makes me laugh because like you're gonna put yourself through torture just to have this. I gotta see this.
Right.
I'm that. The person you're talking about, I'm that person because I be tweaking,
He'll
bro.
be like, y'all might get a milkshake. I'm like, go ahead, do that.
Bro, because it's like now or never, bro. 'Cause I'm not gonna come back, so it's like
This milkshake ain't at home.
exactly. So it's like, bro, like I know myself and I know my body, so it's like, fuck it,
Word.
fuck it.
But to stay on the topic of food though, like granted, it's important to eat clean, but I tell people all the time, don't create a negative relationship with food
Word.
because that's how you create eating disorders. Because you keep telling yourself, I can't have this, and you reject something for so long, and then when you finally get a chance to eat it, you just eat it a whole bunch of like it's just bad. So like, create a positive relationship with food where it's like, yo, I'm gonna have this. I know I can't. I'm not supposed to. I'm not gonna say can't.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to have it too much, but I'm gonna indulge because, like you said, I live one time, bro.
Right.
So I'm not gonna OD it because I want to look good. I want to feel good, but I'm gonna have time. Where like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna take that home. I'm gonna eat that.
Try to touch upon the macros.
Yeah, bro. We could. That's a whole episode.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
That's
That
a whole
gets really
episode.
deep. That gets
That's a whole
really deep.
episode in itself,
But part of that dieting, like how you were saying, the nutrition.
Keep it short, right? Macros is simply tracking your food, knowing how many calories is in literally each item of food on your plate. So when you're trying to put on mass, let's say how much you weigh?
Right now, 165 about maybe.
All right, perfect, cool, right? let's say I got you as a client, right? Granted, I've been doing this for a minute. Granted, if anybody is super into macros and is watching this and I do it wrong, don't get on my body. But off the top of my head, if you were trying to put on size, let's say you're trying to put on 5-10 pounds of muscle, we put you on almost a 2,500 to 3,000 calorie diet, probably 4 to 5 meals a day, probably space it out 2 to 3 hours between each meal, and it's like you would do that consistently until you get used to eating 25 to 3,000 calories, right? Once you get used to that, we go from 3,000 to 3,500, and if you can, we go all the way up to 4,000, right? Until you reach your ultimate goal. Because what happens is when your body gets to a certain like pace of eating, like you were saying, you can't not eat that way. So your metabolism slows down. You're able to retain the amount of weight that you have on, and it's like it's a constant cycle. So like macros and all that stuff is very intricate, but once you learn it, it's simple because you can look at a plate and like, oh, that's like
like you really learning. My bad.
No, go ahead.
You really learning the techniques behind something that people find so hard, like losing, gaining weight. Yeah. You're learning the exact. It's basically like you got these like a fucking switch. Yeah. Turning it up.
Once you know the dials, it makes everything easier.
Right.
Oh, it's actually, to be honest with you, and I'm gonna say this like I never told you this, but it's super easy to gain weight, man.
Don't.
if you put your mind to it, it is super easy and it's not as hard as you think.
Granted, it's just a different journey for everybody because gaining and losing weight is a mental aspect as much as it is physical.
Yeah.
Right.
Because granted, there are people, like if you look at certain people that are 300 plus pounds, losing weight to them is going to be a lot harder because they have a higher fat reserve. So it's going to be harder for them to lose all that weight, but you put them, it's just going to take them a lot longer, right?
Definitely.
Somebody like him, it's easier for me because he just got to eat and work out.
Yeah.
Me, I got to eat, sit there, let it digest, don't move, because if I move, it's a wrap. I could lose 10 pounds in a day. It's easy, and it sucks, but it's like, I know my body, so I was like, I can do what I need to do to get to it. That's what I'm saying. The importance of understanding you makes fitness just that much easier.
He told me one time, like, I think in the morning one time he was going to work out, he was like, I was like 210 last night. No, not 210, I'm tripping. You were like, I was like, sir, I was like X amount of weight last night. And I'm like, how much are you now? He's like, I'm like this right now. I'm like, how'd you jump from there to there?
I remember. I was. We went out one night and I had a lot of food. I was like 192 when I went to sleep. I woke up like 184.
That's weird. I'm like, how does that happen?
But I knew it was gonna happen because you remember we burn calories in our sleep. I'm like, I'm gonna be light when I wake up, but it's cool though. So but it's just like I know my body, so it's like I can do certain things. Like I can get away with that. But other people, it's harder for them to do certain things.
Remember when I used to call you? I used to be like, "Yo, I have not moved weight." You're like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "Bruh, I'm sitting at 205 for like a minute now."
Yo, he used to call me like I'm talking about frustrated. Yo, Milt. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
I used to be on top of the weight, bro. On the phone, I'm like, "It's not moving, bro. I just came back like 10 minutes ago. I'm at 205, and I was at 205 for like almost like a week."
Nah, it's a journey, bro.
No, this is actually really relevant because, like, when I started, more of the reason I'm like, I gotta get in the gym is because of COVID weight. Like, I had gained so much blubber. I was 185.
Okay.
And, I actually lied about being 165. I woke up 160 today.
Okay. No, it don't matter, bro. Whatever you was saying out loud, just say it out loud.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
But I still lost 20 pounds of fat.
Yeah.
So now I'm building, and like, I feel gaining weight, like you said, it was easy. It can actually be harder because of the fact that it's like, not what do I eat, but it is what do I eat, really? Because there's so much shit to eat, and it's like, damn, this might not roll good with my body. You feel what I mean? It might just give me some ugly ass weight rather than build my muscle.
So to reiterate what he said, it's easy to put on weight.
Yeah.
It's hard to put on muscle.
Yes.
That's a difference.
That's a good way of reiterating.
Because
so now like 18% right now. 18%, but that's fine. That was the goal. That was the goal.
Yeah.
Our body accepts fat spores easy. Like when you eat something, I'm not trying to make anybody feel disgusting though. When you eat something, there's a certain amount of fat and grease in all foods that we eat, right?
Yeah.
What happens is it literally breaks off and goes into your bloodstream. So if you ever that's why I always encourage people to get their blood work at least once a year, because when you get your blood work, you'll literally see how much fat you have in your blood, because they'll spin it through a centrifuge and the fat will sit at the bottom, and you'll see blood, and it'll be like a big yellow pus. So it's like when it comes to weight gaining, we could put on fat easy. Like I could put on fat easy because all I gotta do is eat terrible food for a week, and I could eat at a high clip. So it's like, oh, that turn it off?
Nah.
No, we good. So I can eat at a high clip, and I can just sit here and you'll see this. It just start pudging out. But to put on muscle, that's where you gotta start playing with what you eating properly, and how hard you're going to the gym, because that is a different story in itself. So
Whole different
yeah.
time zone.
Yeah.
You feel
But
me?
clean bulks and the dirty bulks.
Oh,
I'm a dirty bulk. Nah, bro. I'm trying to tell you, clean bulk. You know, like his boy Rich.
Yeah.
Richie we was all working out, and Richie's like, do a dirty bulk. I'm like, I'm gonna do the dirty bulk. Mil's like, do the clean bulk, bro. He's in the back like, do the clean bulk. I'm like, nah, fuck that. We trying to get big.
it's because Rich just wanted to see how big Osmo could get.
Yeah.
That's all it was. He just wanted to see how big he could get. And I'm like, no, because he's gonna put on weight. He's not gonna like it. So no, let's not do that. So
And I actually ended up not kind of liking it. Like
told you.
over time, I was like, the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's all a goal. So I was like, at the end of the day, I did actually want to gain weight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I wanted to see. Like, remember how I told you earlier, like in the beginning of the podcast, I told you I wanted to see, like, I was curious as to how I would look at a certain weight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
how my body would look in a different weight. So that's what I did, and now we're just trying to max that out and cut that body fat out, and
yeah.
Definitely.
be fit.
Definitely. What do you feel was the hardest thing? Last question about diets. What do y'all feel was the hardest thing to cut off?
Ooh. I go first. No. Hold up. Let me think about this. It was Sour Patches for me.
What?
Really?
Oh, no, wait, hold on. I thought you were about to say like
Some big shit.
Yeah, because at first I was gonna say Casamigos, but that's still my best friend right now. But it was Sour Patches. Like I've been a Sour Patch head like on a daily basis since I was 10.
Wow.
Like when I tell you I probably 2 bags a day. Like, you know how smokers go through 2 boxes? I go through 2 bags of Sour Patches a day. Like literally,
Crazy.
people take pre-workout. I down a bag of Sour Patches because of the sugar. So like, I made a vow to myself I was gonna stop eating candy, because I don't know why. I woke up one morning and like, you know how you get like you look in the mirror, you like get like a little yellow plaque on your teeth. Like, yeah, I'm done.
You just be disgusted.
And like,
yeah.
I'm big on teeth. I'm like, if somebody see yellow on my teeth, they gonna think I'm dirty.
Right.
So I was like, it's done for the candy, bro. I haven't had candy in almost like 7 months, bro.
Nice.
And it's crazy because there's so many corner stores. I be looking, I see the sour. Man, that shit calling my name, bro.
Right.
But it's like I haven't eaten candy in a minute, and it's like I don't even want it anymore. That's the crazy part.
Or like soda. I don't
Yo,
do
bro,
soda.
I was just about to say that one thing for me that I like was super hard for me to cut off, man. And even till this day, man, like not even just soda, it's just like the sugary drinks overall. Like I have like not an addiction, but like
It's an addiction.
It's an addiction,
Definitely.
yeah. But it's like it's since I was young. Like my mom, like she does groceries and shit like that. Like ever since I was a kid, just straight juices and stuff like shit. We were never a soda. Like we weren't big on soda. My mom doesn't believe in soda, but juices were. And if you think about it, juice is just same amount of sugar as much.
It's more sometimes.
More
Yeah.
sometimes depending on what juice you get. So it's like the sugary drinks was super hard for me. Like I remember during my little journey, I tried to just drink straight water for like a while.
Yeah.
That was like the most challenging thing I've ever tried. Like, it'd be times where I just look at and I would like shake because I'm like,
Because you really realize how much you actually drink
depend on
juice.
sugar. And like,
Right.
the sugar dependency is like, I need a sip
know
of
what's
that
scary, though?
fucking juice.
Sugar addiction is the same thing as like caffeine addiction.
It is.
It's the dopamine effect in the brain. Like you,
Bro.
but I just think caffeine is worse because if you ever take somebody's coffee away in the morning, bro.
Yo, my mom's,
Mood
bro.
swings, all that.
Bro, my
Scary.
mom's like I can't function without the coffee. Like I gotta start getting headaches. I
It's
can't
like
think
doing
straight.
drugs. Like
yeah.
Right.
sugar. Oh damn, I keep messing up. Sugar, coffee, like with that caffeine, all that is like they have all the same effect in the brain. Once it hits the brain, it's like the same effect every time.
Isn't sugar like in the same family as like cocaine or something?
Sugar, coffee,
They're all in like the same like
Addiction.
it's just one is worse
like
than the other. That's all it is.
Yeah,
One
like,
is just worse than the
they're
other.
all in like the same category.
They all have the same
Cocaine,
effect. Like if you look at it like a scan in your brain when you take sugar,
Same reactions.
everything is literally like it's like 4th of July in your brain just goes off.
Yeah.
So it's like
I saw something about that too.
it's scary to think about. That's why big industries they push sugar on you because like I want you to keep buying. I want your money, so I'm gonna give you what you like. So it's like it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But
Bro, hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One more thing. What do you, now I'm over here like the podcast. I'm like, hold on. What do you think about like? Okay. I don't know.
Nah, do it, bro. Come on.
shoot your shot. Bro.
What do
Take
you
your
think
shot.
about? I've been seeing a lot lately about this no fap semen retention shit for fitness.
Oh, that's why you thought about it.
But,
It's like, nah.
but it's been like I saw it the other day and like some guy on TikTok was like, yeah, bro. He was like listing a bunch of rules for guys and was like, first of all, stop.
Was it one of those alpha male pages, bro?
Yes, bro.
Oh god.
And I was not. By the way, I wasn't googling that. For anybody, I wasn't.
He
but
said one
it
of those
popped
alpha
up on
male
my
pages.
yeah,
That's literally what it
bro.
is.
And they were touching like he mentioned semen retention and like how that like takes you to a whole other level in your fitness industry. I mean your
So,
fitness goal.
I'll give it to you
journey.
like this. From somebody that's actually done it before, I'll give it to you like this. If you're preparing for like a sporting event, it works because it makes you very angry. Like it
And focused.
It changes your focus because you have to alter your thought process. You go from thinking, damn, I'm cursed, right?
Yeah.
Ass titties, like that's what's running through your brain. So you could type it in on Google, it comes up, right?
Yeah.
But when you restrict yourself from doing something like that, it's a habit. 21 days to break a habit, 20 days to create a habit, right? When it comes to retention, it either makes or breaks people. Because for some people, like for instance, fighters, their whole camp is like a couple months.
Mike Tyson.
They don't do that. Like
Mike Tyson had sex for like 10 years maybe I think.
It was
Yeah,
that long.
fact.
It was that long. Somebody said it was like 10.
He capped.
10
But
years.
it's like you put yourself in a different mind state so that you can go and perform at a higher level, right? Think about this for a second, right? We've all been there, right? Let's say you have one of those clarity moments after you do that, right? You like,
Yeah.
yo, you really just do that though?
Post nut
Like,
clarity.
you're like, bro, did you really just? Yo, you be ashamed of yourself, right? Whether you do it yourself or you just have one of those days where it's like, yo, what you doing? And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Post nut clarity be having me sick. My mom, be
Yo,
like, my mom be calling me for dinner. I'd be like, shut up.
but it's like, it's crazy. But it's like, it works if you really need to get shit done. Like, if you need to like not be in a like what? Because remember, when you do it, you chilling. Like,
I
there's
be feeling like a crackhead. I be like,
you chilling. Bro.
Like, did I really just do that?
Like you're,
Word.
but you gotta remember too, it's a secretion of testosterone too, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to stay on high alert and stay at your most like umpteenth level, cut it out, see what happens.
Right.
bro, I try to do that for like a little
But listen,
while.
let me tell you
The whole shit.
But it's not a physical thing, and this goes back to everything. It's here because if you can't turn your brain off from that aspect of your life, you'll never be able to do it. Like for instance, for me, no, I'm gonna put y'all on a game. For me, you know when you go on your Instagram, what is it, explore page?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, all men, there's women with ass out on it, regardless of whatever you look up, right?
Yeah.
Fact.
Whenever one comes up, I put not interested. So Instagram doesn't feed it to me. So like I literally purposely only look at football, baseball, all sporting stuff.
Right.
So that when my feed comes up, it's only sporting stuff or it's only fitness stuff. It may be a woman here and there in fitness, but it's not like a regular girl in bikini or a girl with a dress on. Like it's like literally like it's stuff that I actually look at. So it's like you gotta change the atmosphere that your brain is in before you can actually even think about doing it. Because it's useful, it's helpful. Do I always think it's healthy? Because no, some people drive themselves insane. Because you keep too much pent up, you're gonna go do something dumb.
You gotta know your limits.
Bro, that was me, bro. I was at the gym like, you're gonna make me do something I'm gonna regret.
But nah, I think it's useful if you're trying to get something really important done and you don't want to get distracted, because we all get distracted by that. Like our brains run crazy. We fantasize about something and then we go boom.
We look for distractions
Exactly.
a lot of times.
Wait, like you'll be focused. Your purpose, like, damn, somebody just hit my phone. No one didn't see your screen light up. Right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's like, so if you put yourself in that mindset and you go like, you know what, I'm not going to do it for this purpose. Boom. But if you don't do anything with a purpose, it's never going to work out. That's all.
Right.
It is. So.
Right.
To give my answer, because I know that's long-winded, is it useful? Yes, if it's for a purpose. If you're just doing it just to do it, don't do it, because you're gonna make yourself go crazy.
Right.
So, yeah.
Like, I was actually just telling my mom today, because she's always trying to stay fit and lose weight and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, like any other mom.
Your mom, she's sorry to cut you off, but she's into like diets and stuff like that, right? She has like a does she have like
Actually has a YouTube. Yeah.
vegan food, right?
Put
My
me on
mom,
after this. Put me
yes,
on after
sir,
this.
for
Yeah.
sure. She's, both my parents are vegetarian, actually. Well, pescatarian right now. They be going back and forth.
Okay.
But I was telling my mom, because she's a sweet tooth.
Okay.
She's a sweet tooth. So usually what she'll try to do when she's trying to lose weight and focus on herself, she'll totally cut everything off. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the wrong way to go, because if you build up a love for something, if you don't have it, you're going to go crazy.
You're gonna binge
You
on
know
it.
what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to be able to give yourself that rest, so to speak. Like, you do 2 days fucking eating healthy, and the next day you eat some sweets on the side.
Yep.
You know, that's just an example, but it's really important to know your limits, because if not, it's just going to be the same cycles over and over again.
I always tell people, when it comes to sweets, you can make your own sweets. Like if you're into cakes or pies and stuff like that, make your own. Don't go get one that was made in a factory somewhere.
Processed and shit.
Right.
Make your own. Make it with natural sugars. Granted, it's a better sugar. Granted, it's not like a ultimate. Yo, this is way better than a manufactured sugar. But having a natural sugar, like, in adverse to like a regular sugar, is way better for your body, because you can digest it better.
Definitely.
So it's like, also, if you have an opportunity to make your own sugars, make your own sweets, do it, because now you know exactly what you're putting into it. So you can't even feel guilty. It's like, yo, I made that. I'm not even going to trip off of that.
Word.
So I was like, yeah.
And
I have a question.
okay.
Is it? Or it's really the one you said about music. Like, what do you guys listen to?
I was just about to ask that.
Ooh.
What is y'all go-to?
I'll let you go first, Mr. Lyricist.
My go-to, man. Wait. Music in general, music at the gym.
Y'all pumping iron right now, because music in general, I'm not listening to Frank Ocean. You feel me? Be outside of the gym.
So like in the gym, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm heavy on Meek.
Respectfully,
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
feel
this jump.
I feel like Meek goes harder when you're pumping iron.
Meek can make you want to fight.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's been times I'm gonna say this on camera, and I don't care how y'all feel about it. Not y'all, but the people watching.
Yeah.
Psychopath. Sometimes I don't listen to music. Like
That's so
I'm so like locked into what I want to do. Like when nobody's in the gym with me, I turn up. He see me like I turn the
Bro,
lights
this
off.
guy's been like in the fucking working out at 3 a.m.
I
And
turn the
I
lights
tap
off.
my cousin, I'm like,
Yeah.
why is he working out? This nigga,
Like,
it's not okay.
Because the gym, the back half of where I'm at, we could turn the lights out, and the front half still has the lights on. So I'll turn the lights out, I'll turn the music off, and like I'm in my own thought.
He got the Kobe Bryant
And
gene.
it's crazy. Like, it's crazy because it's like most people like, yo, you don't got no music? I'm like, yo, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's different.
Like I've had moments where I'm like, yo, I've been so locked in that I didn't realize I had missed like 10 calls. My phone was blowing up. I'm like, yo, I was so zoned out of trying to just get myself right that I needed that little escape. Because sometimes when you play music, the right song don't come on. Hold on, let me go fix that.
Yeah, and then
That'd be
look
me,
at-
yo. That'd be me. I ain't
Messing
gonna
up
lie.
all the time.
messing up your whole set. For me, it's like, you know what? I'm not even finna do that. Cut the music off. I'm gonna go just do like it. Or if I'm in the mood where I'm listening to music, I got them. Like if I'm like when we used to work out, because we used to work out as a group. When we work out as a group, heavy on 50.
Yeah, man.
Whip your head,
Many
come
Man.
on. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Many Man was like crazy, man.
50. I'm big like now when I was working out, especially when I work out Rich Chef G, because I don't know.
Yes,
what it
sir.
is. Just I feel like, you know what I'm saying.
I fuck with Chef G.
Sleepy a little bit. There's certain songs.
Future though, Future.
Yeah,
Old
Future, Lil
Old
Baby,
Future. No.
Drake.
Lil
Right.
Baby bang no matter what you do. You could be working out, you could be chilling in the car. Like he's
Yeah, he's pretty diverse.
Richie hates Lil Baby. I put the bigger picture because I like the beat and where you working out. Yo, take this shit off, bro. Take this shit off right now.
he's another, but like music for him is very very personal. Like he's a early 2000s 90 head. So like
Oh, okay.
What about Dave though?
David listens to anything. You could put on Rush, you could put on SZA. He knows every like that's a different. But like for me, like in music, I'm gonna sound. This is gonna sound even worse, bro. This is gonna sound even crazier. I don't know if you ever watched the interview, but Kobe said he used to listen to Michael Myers' theme song.
Yeah. So you
For real, yo?
actually did that?
For a couple months last year. Like when nobody was in the gym with me, I had it on repeat.
Did you do that after you saw the interview or before?
After, because I'm like, yo, I want to see what he got out of this, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, yo, because it's always good to see like what people who are great in their fields, what they do and why they do it, right?
You gotta study niggas like that.
Bro,
Mm-hmm.
I did it, and like my whole perspective on Michael Myers as a person changed. It's crazy to think that, right? Like, granted, it's a fictional character, but like the whole void of emotion and just getting to work, I took that personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went in, I turned the music on, and I literally like just had a flashback to the first time I watched Friday, right? Not Friday, what was it? Yeah, Friday, right?
Halloween.
Halloween, my fault.
Or is it the one that goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mikael Myers.
no talking, no talking. I'm about to go in here. I'm doing what I'm here for. Granted, he was killing people, but I'm in there to kill. I'm killing the weights. That's what I'm here
You
for.
in there to kill shit.
You feel me? So I turn the music on, and I'm like, yo, I'm not fucking with this at all. Like it was weird.
Right.
And I got into my workout.
I can just imagine, bro.
I'm like, yo, this is weird, bro. I'm like, cold really different. Like I can never. Yo, but 10 minutes into my warm up, bro, I was so locked in that it played on repeat for an hour and a half, bro. And like I had one of the best workouts of my life, and I just kept doing it. I did it for like 2 months straight. Yo, I put on like 15 pounds doing that shit too.
Damn.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. You got me feeling like trying that
Yo,
shit out.
if you ever have a day where you like in one of those moods where it's like you don't want to talk and you just want to get the shit, put that on while you're working out.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
He said, yeah.
No,
He said,
no.
yeah, no.
Hey, yo, but like, for it, I'm only crazy inside the gym, y'all. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got disclaimer, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, man, that's what I get into music-wise in the gym.
Other than me,
Who else?
I really wanted to bring up Griselda.
Griselda. Actually, I don't listen to Griselda in the gym. I like
Wow.
I like listening to Griselda
When
in
he's-
the car.
Yeah, in the car.
Okay.
When he going,
Boop, 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 boop. I'll be like,
Right.
I was gonna be going 1,000 miles per hour with a seat all in the back
What?
seat.
be like,
What? I do it everywhere. On Spotify Wrapped, actually, Westside Gun was my #1 artist.
Okay.
Really big on them.
shout out Griselda.
But like, especially in the gym. What? Here, boop, 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 boop. What? Shit.
You fuck with Benny though more, right?
I like Benny more, but I still fuck with all of them.
I
Like,
want to do that concert with you, man. You was over like,
it's because I saw them perform at Rolling Loud.
but this is different though. I feel like the Walmart would have been more personal. I would have been like, yeah, that's my
Yeah.
guy right there.
It's
Would've been
smaller though. That's
We're
why.
like, yeah.
It's a
Yeah, it's more like intimate.
It's a smaller house.
like, yeah, I
that's
feel like
why.
it's more personal. when
No,
you got like a,
but seeing all three of them, I was like, yeah, I'm okay with this for now. Really? No, for now, because we had also just seen Untitled and had to go to another concert. I was like, yo, I'm going to so many concerts right now.
listen, all three of the Griselda team, I think they're all super
Amazing.
fire. Yeah, but how would you categorize each? Like, who do you think is like,
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that somebody could ask me this on camera.
Overall, not even just lyrics, just like overall artists. Like,
I feel like it actually goes in different sects, kinda,
think so?
because like they all serve their own purpose. Like
Like
Conway-
appearance.
Yes, like they have their own strong energy. You know what I'm saying? Conway, bro, the dude got shot. He has Bell's palsy. His
Yeah,
face is
I
like
just found out
this.
about that the other day.
And that goes perfect with that gangster feel. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
And Westside is like kind of like an artist.
Westside
so you
is a
really pick
artist.
up on that. Like I know
Oh,
his music.
Westside Gun
and
is
he
like,
he curated
yeah,
both of them. Like Benny's his little cousin, Conway's his younger brother. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Did
Oh,
y'all
he's the
know
oldest at all. I knew
Yeah.
they were family connected, but I didn't know Benny was his little cousin.
I know Benny was his little cousin.
And then I thought Kanye. I thought Conway was his older brother.
Yeah, nah.
I thought.
So West Side Gun is the oldest.
Yeah, because they're the same age. They're like 38 years old right now. Conway's born in December, and West Side is like August.
Bro, I really appreciate Griselda, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like they've taken New York and the East Coast.
They bring this shit back,
bro. I
you
feel
know
like
what
they
I'm saying?
took New York.
Gives you a feeling when you listen to them.
Oh, bro. I think did we talk about this last time?
Yeah.
Bro,
We're gonna go to the concert.
New York was such in a deep hole in music, bro, because of like Tekashi and all that.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Oh boy. I know. So it was like that was a bad look for us.
And-
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and Griselda just took that straight out, and they represent the East Coast to the max, bro, with the hustling, the drug dealing.
They bring like a mafia feel to it.
But that's exactly what New York East Coast was, because like Biggie bought that, Jay-Z bought that,
90s
Nas
feel.
bought that 90s gritty cocaine, I sell drugs rap. It was
Niggas
like
talking about
they bought that shit back, bro.
niggas
Like,
talking about shooting somebody in front of his baby mama
Exactly.
to piano riffs.
exactly.
Like,
you know those West Side Gun beats with the piano.
Yeah,
like,
what?
that gritty feeling is like you don't find that as much like on the East Coast now.
Yo, yeah, asking the perfect question. You can go on for hours about this.
Yeah, nah, me too. What?
bro, music, bro, don't listen, cause just cause we're but my comedy though, bro.
Oh, you know about my
Fucking
comedy?
God,
What?
bro. That's
I
my
had to wipe the
fucking
sweat
God,
off my
bro.
hand.
Newark, New Jersey, bro. Newark. Shout
He's
out
from Newark, my
Shout out Newark.
comedy.
Yo, look into my comedy, bro. You heard about?
He's Haitian. He be
Haitian.
speaking Haitian on the track, all
Bro,
that,
but
making
he's
it
like-
sound
he's like
crazy.
super different. Like he into that old different vibe. Like,
What's cool about him is nobody knows his government name. Nobody
he's
knows
like
his
this
birthday.
like enigma and like like the rap industry.
Because he just wears a mask. He wears the Haitian flag over.
Bro got
his face.
Jay-Z on his side, like Jay-Z.
People don't have his personal information whatsoever, and nobody owns his music. You look up his lyrics on Genius.
Yeah.
They're not there because he
Yeah.
owns all his shit,
That's tough.
which is big.
I saw you tweet it one time. I was like, nah, my man didn't really fuck with mine, huh?
Yeah, I love music. You
Super
feel me?
fire.
But I actually wanted to ask you again, not to deviate. Health is wealth.
Yes, sir.
What do you feel about that statement?
It's-
We've kind of touched up on everything, but I guess this could be like a
Yeah, I was gonna literally say that question too.
yeah.
'Cause you talked about entrepreneurship and shit.
Yeah, your health is the epitome like of how you move as a person.
Yeah.
Right. Feel me? So like, thinking. Damn, that's mad loud. Think in terms of this, right? If you're not healthy, you can't do everything that you want to do, right? You can't move how you want to do. You can't run around all day like you want to run around. You can't put your time into different things because like you don't have the capacity for that, right? And I'm not saying you got to be the healthiest person in the world, but you got to be in some sort of health to do everything that you want to do. For me, my biggest goal is to be as successful as an entrepreneur as possible, right? I need to be healthy to do that because, one, I'm going to have nights where I don't sleep, or I'm going to have days where I'm not having the best day physically, but I'm strong enough to push through the day mentally and physically because it's like I've put in the work to allow me to do everything I want to do. Granted, once you get to a certain age, like you want to chill, but especially while you're young, health really is wealth because you can't build your wealth if you're not doing the stuff that you need to do it. Unless you're just born into it, it's a different story. But
Yeah, for sure.
you know what I'm saying, but health, the term health is wealth it's a double-edged sword because some people take it in a negative manner, like, yo, you gotta be healthy and you gotta be X, like you gotta look like X type of person to do this. No, it's like, no,
Right.
you gotta just be healthy enough so you can run around and do what you need to do for yourself, the people around you, and for your family, so you can build whatever you're trying to build.
That mood and mentality, and everything, the stress and anxiety and all that.
Right.
Being
Because
able to like manage that.
Anxiety. Because
so, not to cut you off, but like, not
Right.
like, but like, it's not from a physical standpoint. Like, and when I say run around, like, I really mean like when you're on a go, your whole body is engaged. Like your brain, you're thinking about everything that you need to do for the day. If you're mentally not tapped in, then physically you won't be tapped in. And if you're emotionally not tapped in, everything else is just rap. If you having a bad emotional day, I don't care who you are, bro. Your day is done because you can't keep everything on track. Like I've had days where I'm like, bro, I'm just not, and I don't feel like me. But you got to snap out of that. You got to be able to go and like, one, find a way to have an outlet. People think that when you're into fitness, like your outlet is like, yo, you go to the gym. It's like, nah, sometimes you got to talk. Sometimes you got to have people you go to. Sometimes you got to have different, like for me, I'm big on writing, right? If I can't tell somebody something.
Writing, you said?
Writing. Like I'll write it down. Like, you know how most people, they'll vent to their best friend or they'll call somebody they know is going to listen.
Right.
I get a notebook. I can get as intricate into detail as possible.
You journal.
There we go. I'm saying, my boy.
You feel me?
people don't.
Big as hell on that. He was like, "Yo, we gotta get a journal."
I tell everybody anytime, any chance I get.
Because when you look back at your life, it's a story that you're telling.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it's in synchronization with your emotions over the time.
Get into that.
You see yourself grow. Like for me, I think I started writing, like journaling, when I was 14.
Nice.
Because, like, for me, I grew up in the hood, so it's like you can't talk to nobody, bro. You got to be tough all day. Like,
right.
I'm not that guy, bro. I'm not the tough guy, bro.
I don't care about having to, prove myself to nobody. It's super stupid to me.
Like,
but in the hood, you do got to do that, though.
Granted, you have to. Like, that. Like, if you're going to live in a certain area, bro, you got to be G'd up. Like, you can't, even if people know you soft, you got to look like you hard, bro.
Right.
And it's like, it got annoying to me because it's like, I'm just here because I want to have fun. I want to chill with my friends. But now my friends acting tough. That's not me. Like, it's not me. Like, it's not me. Like, I'm going to go in the crib. I'm going to play the game. But I would have days where it's like, yo, bro, like, I don't got nobody I could chop it with. You feel me? And it would be like, yo, like, what do I do? I got a notebook one day. I'm writing. I'm like, yo, this feels good.
Right.
I wrote 10 pages that day. Just how I felt about certain people, how I felt about my circumstance, what I wanted to do in my life. And then over time, it's like I've gotten better with expressing my feelings and stuff and my emotions through writing. That's like, if I'm having one of those days where I'm not feeling myself, I'll write and I get back to business. Because it's like, you got to make sure you check yourself in order to do what you want to do. So like that whole aspect of health as well, mentally, physically, emotionally. You got everything intact, you'll be good.
And yeah, I feel like it's perfect how you brought up mental, physical, and emotional aspect of it. Because, usually you see with people that they give light to one aspect and ignore the other two.
Because they give light to the aspect that they excel at.
Right.
I know me personally, I'm terrible with emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even going to front off. You can ask him. You can ask my girl. I'm not an emotional person, right?
That's actually really good though.
That you have that
like
clarity.
For business. That's like a thing I learned from a very successful investor. He's like, you can't be emotional.
When you look at anything that you do as an entrepreneur or as a business person, right? You have to look at it from a point of business. It can't be, oh, that's my man, so no. This is what it is. This is not a slight to you. This is what I'm doing. Either you support or you back off and let the next person that wants to support come in. And it's like,
wait, hold on, not to control. Are you guys talking about this whole emotion and business aspect and the aspect of like, what do you like? Elaborate on that. You trying to say
it kind of becomes like a way of life.
Yeah,
it's like a mindset.
So, eventually. For instance, right? If you look at like some of the most successful people, right, in the world, emotionally, they're either very unstable or stable enough to understand like they don't register or empathize with people like a normal person would, because they look at everything as a transaction, which becomes bad long term. But short term, it's like you don't think, oh, he hurt my feelings, so I'm gonna act stupid. It's okay. You did X because I did Y. All right, let's move on from that. Let's think of the next best move to go to. You know what I'm saying? It's rational thinking over top of like, yo, no, you hurt my feelings, so I'm gonna go act dumb. That's all it is.
Word.
I mean, but back to the point is like, emotionally, you have to tell yourself, okay, cool. When it comes to business, I have to be business. I can't be Milton. We grew up with each other, so I'm gonna allow you to slide. No. Outside of the business, we could do whatever you want to do. But in this moment, I have to be emotionally unavailable to that aspect of our friendship, because I have to say, yo, I have to do what's best for me, and you have to do what's best for you. If it doesn't work for us, separate. That's all it is. But like I said, a lot of people don't touch on what they're not good at because they don't want to look like they're fragile. I know for a fact I suck with emotions. So
Yeah.
I mean, but it is what it is.
People don't want to mess up at something, not knowing that it's through messing up that we are even able to
grow.
get better.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
I think the biggest thing I've learned in life is to accept failure. You know how people say I'm not gonna fail. Bro, I'd rather fail than act like I know what I'm doing.
Pick up the
Right.
pieces, then you know.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I fail now, I learn something. If I act like I know what I'm doing, I'm never gonna learn.
Word, your failures are your best teachers.
Exactly. Plus, they put you in a state where it's like, yo, okay, I did that. I'm never doing that again. You keep acting like you know what you're doing, you're gonna go in a cycle of, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I don't need no help.
Yeah.
Yo, you need help. It's okay. Like,
Nah,
Okay to
yo,
be vulnerable.
I don't know if y'all seen this guy. He's like on IG. His name is like Big Time Tommy. Some like big Italian guy with a cigar. He goes, "Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Big Time Tommy."
Oh,
And he
yeah.
goes, and this is the word of the day. He goes, in school, you learn your lesson and then you take your test. He goes, in life, you take your test
and then you
learn your lesson.
That's a
And
fact.
I'm like, bro,
Big time Tommy.
That is Big Time Tommy.
Gotta give it up.
He goes, Big Time Tommy, take it easy. Bro, ever since I heard, since I heard that shit, I'm like, dude, that is like something to live by.
It's big.
That's like, to me at least it was big, because I was like, shit, bro, that fucking hit. Like,
Definitely.
that shit hit different. I was like, but yeah.
I wish we could have closed out on that statement for sure. But I think that brings us into the conclusion of this. It was a wonderful opportunity to talk with you guys both.
Yo, we've been trying to get this. Like,
Yo,
bro, me and him had like been wanting to get you for mad long.
Yeah,
time,
Dave,
man.
you actually hit me up like what?
Almost
Even before we hit you up.
Bro.
It was a long
Yeah,
time,
no,
bro.
but you hit me like way before. He was like, yo, how long was that? You hit me the first time. He was like, yo, we'd want like Milton to like come.
Oh, around your birthday? Actually, I think it's around your birthday.
Yeah, even like I think like even like
Nah, it
before that.
was a couple weeks before that because he
Yeah, a
hit me.
couple
Right.
weeks before that, cause I was like, yo, would you like?
And I was
down
like,
to do a
I was
podcast?
like, set it up. He was like, I bet, and then that
And around that time, like your birthday, things were way different for us.
Way
too.
different. Like, we didn't have
Way
this
different.
room or like,
We didn't have,
I didn't even know we had all the equipment yet.
like at that time,
Wait, no,
for
we did.
example, I was still claiming social anxiety. I don't claim it anymore.
okay.
You feel me? So I was
Progress.
still trying to get used to socializing on camera, shit like that. And on top of that, it was just supposed to be you.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, how about we bring his client?
Yeah,
You feel me? And
Yeah.
it ended up being more natural.
Yeah.
So we're really thankful both of y'all came.
Appreciate it, man.
Word.
You already know. You already
All right, get up.
already know.
DJ Mike Love over here and stuff, right?
But nah, I think that shuts it out again. And
Thank you for
Thank you for-
stepping.
thank you for stepping into the break room.
Appreciate it.